Hi guys, this is Neil API project. The given problem statement is that we need to create an app to store and search mail. We are only allowed to use vanilla JavaScript and no other frameworks are allowed. But it's also given that we can use CSS framework like Bootstrap. We will have that in mind. So there are clear instructions given over here, and if you come down, there are features over here. So let's just take a quick look at the features. So in the home page, what we require is we need a search functionality, and it should just resemble what Google does, like auto completion and auto suggestion sort of things. And each search result of the mail should have a favorite button. Okay, clicking on which the mail should be added to my favorite mail list. Got it. On clicking any particular search result, any mail, open a new page with information. Okay, we'll do that. Mail detail page, there must be like name, photo, and instruction are must, and you can add anything if you want. And my favorite mail page, which like we have given favorite here, right? That open page over here. So display all list of all favorite mails. It should be persistent, and remove functionality should also be present over here. So let's just go to our code and let's just see how we have approached the problem. So the approach to the problem is that this is just a block code that's just for aesthetic purpose. So I have two builds over here. One is mail search and mail display. In mail search, as the name suggests, we have the search functionality incorporated. We are going to have a search input and input tag where we are going to provide the value based on which the search is going to occur. And I've added a button over here which is for bookmark or favorite button. So on clicking this, we'll be able to view the favorite list, which is requested, which is the condition of that. So we have a script file over here. So let's just go to script file, which is 90%. I'll just quickly go down. So we have grabbed a bunch of details over here, like the input tag, mail display tag. This mail display is a native element over here, and the toggle selected button. I'll explain what these all are going to do when we see them in the code. So we have a meals data. So this will be our favorite array list. And coming down, we have a toggle favorite functionality. So this toggle favorite functionality is basically nothing but when we are going to give a meal, we need whether it will decide whether we need to push that meal or not. So as the comments are already over here, right? Meal is already in the list. Once we press the button, it will remove it. Once we press add, it will add the list. So this is for adding things to the favorite list, that functionality. I'll show you in the demo what this exactly means. And we've got a bunch of toggles over here also designed. This is for the means data index. This also has a similar purpose to what we discussed earlier. And we are going to use local storage to make the list persistent. So if you see that the requirement is there, told that we need to have a persistent list. So that for that sole purpose, this local storage is used. So display selected means is a function which will display our favorites menu into our home page. And fetch meals is the one which is going to help us get the fetch data from the API which has been provided to us and displayed to the home page. So all this data will be displayed over in this div, main display. So moving forward, remove from selected meals. This is the remove functionality function. Nothing much fancier over there. So what this does, it removes that element from the list as well as the local storage and refreshes the page so that our list gets updated and shows only what are the elements are there and the removed element goes away permanently. So display selected means, as I told earlier, this is our favorite list. So this function helps us to get our favorite list inside and help us to view that. It's nothing fancy over here. We are going to display an image. And this wrapper class contains two things. One is a h3 where we are going to define the name, and name also, if it's extending 10 characters, we are just going to truncate it for CSS purpose. I've done that. And then we have two buttons. One is remove from this button, selected. I'll show you what that does exactly when we are going for the demo. And view details button. So if you remember in the page given that my favorite page details page should be there. So once we sorry, not that one, meal detail page. Pardon me, it's meal detail page actually. So we need to show the details. So for that purpose, this button is there. So once we click on this button, we will be navigated to a page where we can view complete details of that particular item which we have selected. Just rendering over here, nothing fancy. as we are discussed earlier, this is just a help function sort of thing. We move from this button. We are grabbing the button and we are going to stop event bubbling. So this is a concept event bubbling. I think it might not be relevant now to explain that. So next, moving forward, view details also we have captured the same thing. So view details, as we discussed earlier, is for viewing the complete details of that particular element. So fetch meal details. It serves the same thing as our search meal details. Which function is this one? This function, display selected meal. So both of them, what they do is in the search, the display selected meal sort of function, it filters and gives us our list. Whereas this one fetches from this API. So meal ID is dynamic over here. So based on the ID, it will fetch the meal details, and the detail we grab over here, we have defined a HTML structure over here, which will help us to display. I'll exactly show where this will be used when we are going for the demo. Get ingredients is just a function where we are going to get the ingredients. It's just helping us to grab the ingredients, which will be available in the API. If any error occurs, we are having a fallback over here also. So fetch meals, it basically what it does, it gets a value. This value will be whatever the input value is. So while we are inputting, this API will be making multiple calls and getting the responses. That responses will be displayed in the meals display section. So moving forward, the same structure is followed over here. It might look like a repetition, but it's not. So handle toggle select. This is another helper function. I'll show you what this does when we go into the demo shortly. So moving quickly. So lastly, we have called the fetch meals function. Okay. So now let's just go and see the deployment of here. So already this has been added to GitHub. Here you have 3 files and all the files are shown. CSS is not relevant anyway for this project demonstration purpose. So yeah, this is how it looks. I told you that code thing, right? This is the code thing over here. So this will help us to go to this bookmark button is where our favorite list will be there. So let's just click. I've already typed potato, so let's go for potato itself. Anything will work, but for demonstration purpose, I'll choose this. So yeah, this is how I told you, right? We are going to truncate if it's more than 10 characters. So that's done. That is this purpose. So once we have it dynamic, as you might have already noticed, it updates dynamically. See? And if nothing is there, no element will be displayed. So let's not waste time and get directly into So what are we going to do to add it into our favorite list? We are going to click on the heart icon. It will change the color to red instead of black, so that we know it's been added to our favorite list. So let's add this one and this one also. So now let's just go and view our favorites list. So yeah, in the favorites list we see all the 3 which we have added. And let's just refresh the page. Yeah, and let's just go again to our favorites list, and we see it persists. Even after refresh, the data exists. So I don't want this one now. I'm just going to click this heart symbol again, and it just goes out of a list. I'll just refresh the page again, and we'll go in again to our favorites, and you can see that's not there. So now let's just okay, without going, it's okay. Now let's just go into our view section. So this eye symbol is what helps us to view the entire details of this. Let's just make it. So now you see all the details which are relevant to this particular item, which is labeled breakfast potatoes, will be displayed over here. So we have whatever we got is category breakfast, area, Canadian type of dish, tags, it can be used for breakfast or lunch, ingredients, and a complete bunch of instructions and a YouTube link. And we have a fallback button known as go back, which when we click, it will take us back to the previous page. This is the page. So actually what this page does is, it's the search page. I'll just show you. So this page, once we click go back, it brings us to the complete search page. And we can also remove the items from here. So you already see like the breakfast is highlighted. You have removed this, if you remember, and you have got this. So let's just add this back. Let's confirm it's added. And now you can see it's added over here. 1 second, let me click it, I believe. Yeah, 3 of our things are there. So let's just fall back. For fallback, we use the same button to go back. So now here, I'm just going to remove this breakfast from here itself, instead of going into our favorites and removing. So now let's just check our favorites list, the breakfast should not be over there. And boom, breakfast is not there. So I hope I have done and accomplished whatever is mentioned in the project. Thank you.